Recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to thank Chairman Hurd for his leadership, not only on this, but on so many important topics here in this body. He certainly is looking after transparency and oversight on behalf of the American people, and I just would like to applaud his leadership there. And I'm proud today, Mr. Speaker, to rise in support of S. 2133, the Fraud Prevention and Data Analytics Act of 2015. S. 2133 is a bipartisan bill that will provide agencies a critically important measure for defeating fraud and protecting taxpayer dollars. In fiscal year 2014, the GAO reported that a significant portion of the $124 billion in improper payments were related to fraud. To make matters worse, all the improper payments increased by a total of $19 billion, that's billion with a B, from the previous fiscal year. And given the cost of these improper payments to agencies and as a result to the taxpayers, something must be done to block the flow of these fraudulent and improper payments. S. 2133 will provide the necessary framework around which agencies can build a strong anti-fraud defense system. Currently, agencies have been over-reliant on an after-the-fact anti-fraud detection measure, which requires the agency to review payments after they've been made and then make an attempt to recoup them. S. 2113 actually would require these agencies to develop proactive measures to identify risk, to analyze known cases of fraud, and then develop strategies to prevent future fraud. It will also protect the American taxpayer dollars from fraud by requiring agencies to better share data that can be used to fight fraud. This bill will create a working group of agencies where best practices and fraud detection and prevention strategies can be shared throughout the government. By combating fraud, agencies will not only protect the taxpayer dollars, but also increase the trust and confidence in the administration of government programs. I'd like to thank Senator Carper and Senator Tillis for introducing this important good government legislation, and I urge my colleagues to support this bill and help better protect the American taxpayer dollars by voting in favor of S. 2133